Very good. Well, it's warm out today. Solid in the guys' legs a little bit, but we'll go hard again tomorrow and Thursday, and then we'll back off toward the back end of the week. But today was our first real look at Cincinnati, and anytime it's a typical Tuesday. When you put the new game plan in, you're a little bit slower than you like to be. But the more they get a chance to study it and look at it, then they have an opportunity to be a lot sharper. So no concerns whatsoever.
You talked a week ago about trying to figure out which guys are on the bus with you to Cincinnati.
Mm-hmm.
You're coming closer to figuring that out. You feel like?
Yeah, I looked at the depth chart yesterday. We were about 72 guys on the bus right now, with about 4 of those guys in question. But we'll continue to try to figure it out, and we're taking anybody we think that can help us be successful. That's the goal.
What answers did you get out of the scrimmage after watching the film?
Well, I thought Brandon stepped up and did a nice job running the ball. I thought Dalen Dawkins stepped up and did a nice job running the ball. And obviously number 80 is coming. Still has a lot to learn. Defensively, I thought Antoine played well. I think they're all getting a little bit better.
Just I guess the practices that Isaac has had, and just kind of how he's impressed you, and
yeah.
what do you see his role right now?
To his credit, he's moved himself right up the depth chart. He's a big guy who moves well in tight spaces, and he's strong, he's powerful, and he played 9 or 10 plays in a row, which will never happen the other day on Saturday, so we got a little tired toward the back end of the series. But if we can get them in 3 or 4 good plays in a row and roll those guys, then you have fresh bodies on the field, and that's what creates some problems.
What was the final result of the MRI for Anthrop?
He's going to be a lot better off than we thought he would be. I wouldn't be surprised if we get him back in 3 weeks, maybe 4 weeks at the worst.
Did it turn out just to be a strain then of the MCL?
It's a 2 degree, so it's no surgeries required, and it's just going to be a little bit of time of resting it this week and get him going next week.
Considering what probably everybody felt like it was on Saturday, that's pretty good news.
No, that's great news. It's excellent news for him and for us.
Yeah, because as you were down there with him, he was in
a lot of pain.
Serious pain.
No, he was in pain. He was a little bit afraid, obviously, but he's good.
Is Will Lucas permanently in the middle, or can you see him shifting back out to the outside when you get who? Will Lucas, is he staying at middle linebacker, or when you get Joe Gilliam back, could you possibly move Will back out to outside?
We'll figure it out when he gets back, but right now we got to play him inside just out of necessity, and he's doing a decent job there, so hopefully he continues to get better.
How much has Brandon caught on for you since the beginning of training camp?
Well, the big thing that we got to figure out is we feel like he's a good ball carrier now, but because he's playing 2 roles, he's having some mental mistakes, and we got to get those mental mistakes corrected. But we think that he could be a significant factor for us.
Just having Jim Delaney here, and you like the message he said to the team?
Commissioner Delaney's been fantastic for the Big Ten. You just think about some of the things he's done in the last 24 years for this conference, the Big Ten Network, and adding all those teams. He's a pioneer, and he deserves a lot of credit for how good the Big Ten is.
Where does Robert Gregory fit in right now?
We're still trying to figure that out. He slid a little bit on the depth chart, which he's got to keep battling and try to get back up the depth chart there, but hopefully he does that. Hopefully we can get him on some special teams, but we'll see here in the next 6 or 7 days.
Staying in the backfield, could he be a candidate to move elsewhere?
I'm not sure. I'm not sure yet.
When will your captains be named?
We were going to vote on captains on Thursday, and they will be named on Friday. Well, and the way we're going to do it is we're going to have 1 offense, 1 defense, and then the next biggest vote getter will be a captain as well.
So just 3 guys?
Yeah.
And
unless it's really close, and then it might be a 4th.
Seniors and juniors eligible, or just
no,
seniors?
it's just going to be seniors.